Alright. Howdy. Doing some slight performance things. Hey, Vietnam. Give me a second. There we go. Did that work? There we go. Alright. Alright. We're gonna go to the tutorial, because I have not played Let Loose in a minute. And this is a new game, so I don't know what the hell to do. So, tutorial time. And plus, I'll give me a good feel for the graphics and how much my PC will probably chug. The motor unit to deploy a motor and then operate it. Okay. One of the big concerns I've had with Let Loose Vietnam coming up is, will they have vehicles or not?
Welcome
and
to
evidently,
Vietnam and basic training. Here you will learn the fundamentals of jungle warfare. Head to the obstacle course to get started.
first off, graphics. As I've lowered some settings, I can probably increase some settings now. Hi? Question mark? It's looking better.
Let's go over movement. Sprint through the course, crouch under obstacles, and vault over walls.
Alright, so one immediate improvement I see over Let Loose Standard is, yeah, there's actually a view bar when you run.
Use it to reach vantage points on the battlefield.
What? That's funky.
Now, walk off the ledge to drop down. Use a bandage to heal yourself when wounded. Swim and dive through this next area of the course. Swim to get across waterways, and dive to avoid obstacles and enemy sights. You can only hold your breath underwater for so long.
Piss! Piss! Piss water! Piss! Okay. Well, oh, well, I did that.
Jump over the obstacle ahead. The bayonet is a powerful melee attachment that can be equipped to your weapon. Do this now and attack the dummy ahead. When you're aiming down sights, you can lean left or right to peek around corners.
Yes!
When you're up close, a quick swing can take out an enemy before they even know you're there. Going prone keeps your head low. Use it to crawl under barriers or avoid getting hit.
Okay. Okay.
Let Loose is built around a command structure. Unit members follow their unit leader. Unit leaders take orders from the commander.
I want to fly a helicopter.
Communication wins battles. There are 3 radio channels. Unit communicates with your unit members, proximity with teammates nearby, and unit leaders have the leadership channel to speak to other unit leaders and the commander.
I'm gonna do something real quick. I'm gonna rebind those keys. Unit radio, this. Leadership radio, this. And talk is just V. I'm fine with talk being V. Alright, there we go. Test, and pop.
Open the tactical map. This is the tactical map. Use it to coordinate tactics with your fellow soldiers and keep track of the battle as it unfolds. Referring to the grid, icons and non-verbal markers are just some of the tools that can be utilised to support effective communication.
Wait a minute, this is rendered in real time? Okay. When do you get to fly a helicopter?
These are all the different structures that can be placed during the battle. Squads use these structures to redeploy and get back into the fight. The placement of these structures wins battles. Outflank and dominate the enemy.
Alright, so these are outposts, these are
The field pad
garrisons.
allows you to build spawns across the battlefield. Equip
The
it now to
tunnels.
place an outpost. This allows your team to quickly deploy to the field.
Let's go down. Field pad. Aim. Oh, okay. Big outposts. Okay.
Now, climb the ladder to the next move marker.
My hands aren't synced with it. Look at peekaboo.
When words aren't fast enough, you can use a non-verbal communication marker to indicate different types of danger. Give it a go and mark the infantry targets ahead.
Huh. I don't know how I feel about this massive radio man, because I might instinctively go to the upper ones, but I don't know.
Let's go over combat. Aim down the sights to improve accuracy. Shoot the targets ahead, aiming for the helmet to guarantee an instant kill. Running out of munitions in the heat of battle can be costly,
Jeez,
so resupply from the ammo boxes if you need. Now, climb back down the ladder and move to the next location. Grenades are a powerful explosive item. Equip one now and throw it towards the enemies.
Uh-huh. Did that hit a taint? Damn, this guy got a fucking arm on him. His boy played football. Oh, good lord. He can send these fucking grenades. Jesus. Excuse me? Alright, cool. You... There we go.
Now let's learn the fundamentals of capture points. Head over to the next move marker.
You know, I've been concerned about throwing around grenades willy-nilly in a US base, but that's just me.
A capture point is one of the main objectives that both teams fight for control. A capture point is under a team's control when their numbers exceed that of their enemies. The team that controls the capture point has ownership over map territory. These are known as sectors, and they dictate the flow of the battle. Now move inside the hard capture radius of the capture point. This is the most important location for contesting the objective. The capture point is contested. Neutralise all the enemies to start capturing the point. You've found an enemy garrison. Dismantle it to prevent enemies from redeploying and contesting the point.
Alright, I'm curious how long I can play this game before somebody says something racist.
Good job. You've captured your first capture point. Check the map and observe the territory you've just claimed from the enemy.
Yes, I claimed this from the enemy.
Well done.
Of
You've
myself.
successfully completed your training.
Wonderful! Woohoo! Yippee! Yippee! Okay, next tutorial, let's go. It'll take a little bit of time just to get a grip.
Welcome to Squad Leader Training.
Oh.
Here you will learn about the different types of spawn structures that can be utilised in a battle, including their strategic advantages and limitations. As an MVA squad leader, you will also learn how to build and utilise a tunnel network.
Alright.
Before we start, it's important to understand sectors and territory. Highlighted on the tactical map is the capture point, which consists of a 2x2 grid square called the soft capture, and within it, a smaller circle known as the hard capture. The team that controls the capture point has control over sector territory. There are several types of territory, including neutral, friendly, unlocked, and locked enemy territory.
Okay, so at least from Hell Let Loose, like standard, what I remember is that you had to essentially be in the zone to capture it. The fact that it has something a soft capture now, that's good. At least makes it so if you're just defending like along this like village here, you wouldn't be penalized for not being in this exact radius. That's good.
The outpost is a spawn structure specific to your squad, with a shorter redeploy wave. It's the quickest of all spawn structures. Use it to keep your squad together and redeploy quickly into the battle. The outpost is the only spawn structure that can be built in neutral territory, and it doesn't cost any supplies to place.
Okay.
Observe the capture point being seized by our team, and the territory changing from neutral to friendly. Friendly territory allows squad leaders and the commander to place garrisons at a lower supply cost. Garrisons, unlike outposts, are limited to a single.
If you don't have your bane equipped, you can just
Instead,
shank the
allow
motherfucker.
entire team to deploy on them. The garrison costs less to place in friendly territory, and supplies can be provided by a specialist player, support vehicles, and a supply drop called in by the commander.
Okay.
A tunnel is a special kind of structure used by the NVA to build a network of rapid deploy locations.
Come on. There we go. Free to place, no supplies required. If I'm gonna cooldown, it's gonna be placed again, or disable to cancel cooldown. Then a spawn point. Use it to form a network. It's a network for fast travel. Okay. Oh. No, I was still reading that. Okay.
Observe the capture point being seized by the enemy team and the territory changing from friendly to unlocked enemy territory. Because our team lost the territory, all spawn structures we placed have been destroyed. While spawns can still be placed within unlocked enemy territory, doing so requires a higher supply cost. However, in locked enemy territory, such as columns G through J, no spawns and tunnel structures can be placed in those sectors.
Okay. Good to know. Man, my
Let's place
tunnel.
a new garrison. It costs more to place in unlocked enemy territory, and it's important to remember that garrisons need to be placed 200 meters away from each other. NVA garrisons can also be connected to tunnels.
Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, so one of the things I was curious about, because in Rising Storm 2 Vietnam, which is what I'm going to be kind of comparing this game to.
First tunnel network.
Oh, never mind. Okay, I'll use the time to extend. In Rising Storm 2 Vietnam, the garrisons, air quote, like the spawn points, weren't the same as Hell Let Loose, but the tunnels for the Viet Cong were essentially their garrisons. Those are like those team-wide spawn points. Here, they make it so it's actually a network, which is very interesting.
Command has placed a tunnel in E5. Follow the on-screen instructions and learn how to connect and disconnect a tunnel network.
Okay. No, I don't want that. Nope. Damn, can't run to it. This. Ah, nice.
We can now fast travel to the other tunnel. Start by entering the garrison. The time it takes to travel varies based on the distance between the two structures.
Okay.
Now it's time to build a larger tunnel network.
Alright.
connect the new tunnels and garrisons that the team has just placed. Remember, only the MVA commander and squad leaders can connect and disconnect tunnels. The distance between the two structures is limited, and garrisons can only connect to tunnels and not each other. Well done. You have completed your training.
Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting. When do I get to fly Huey?
Welcome to Specialist and Engineer training.
Oh.
Specialist and Engineer players can work together to build structures that can reshape the battlefield. Let's start with learning about the Specialist role. Specialist players are essential as they can place supplies and ammunition for other teammates to utilise. A nearby teammate has requested explosive ammo. Get over there and supply them.
Get place here? Get place here? What? Okay, you want an ammo box? Supplies, ammo box. Yes.
An engineer has left a barricade blueprint along the road that needs to be built. Use the hammer in your loadout to finish constructing it.
Where?
Any nearby teammates with a hammer can help speed up the building process as well.
Okay. Not sure how much this will be used in multiplayer games, gonna be honest, because Pros Hell Let Loose had, I'm not sure if they had like structures like this. Upgrading.
Great job, but we can do more. Upgrade the barricade to the next level. Certain structures, like the barricade and bunker, can be improved by using extra supplies. Once upgraded, they can withstand more damage and can even provide more cover at higher upgrade levels. A teammate's calling for supplies. Place them in the marked location. Supplies are the lifeblood of the team. With them, squad leaders can set up spawn points and engineers can build defences to help fortify your position. Your squad leader is requesting you redeploy as an engineer and help
What?
secure your team's defensive position.
Okay. Yes. Oh god. I know immediately the devs of Hell Let Loose are gonna start pumping the ship full of cosmetics. That's at least for the playtest, we can just enjoy the game like as it is without there
You're now
being
playing
obscene
as the
amounts of
engineer.
cosmetics.
From building defences like barbed wire and barricades, to repair and resupply stations for vehicles, the engineer is able to reshape the battlefield. Build a manpower node in the designated space. You can use the wrench in your loadout to
The
place
engineer.
the blueprint,
He's
then use the hammer
engineer.
to build it. This is one of 3 resource nodes that generate resources for the commander, allowing them to call in devastating offensive strikes, spawn in new vehicles for the
node?
team, and much more.
Ding, dong, bing, bonk. Noise.
Now, let's build up our defences to hold off future enemy attacks. Place some barbed wire in the highlighted area.
Well, good barbed wire, but you kind of to funnel. So ideally, we want to place good, like some barbed wire here to kind of funnel them onto the road. There is a gap. That's not good. What? No, for barbed wires, from what I know about defenses, you don't want barbed wire to be a blockage. You want it to be a funnel. Because, more often than not, if there's a way to just move through, like, around a barbed wire, they'll do that rather than going through it. But if there's no way to go around a barbed wire, they'll just go through the barbed wire, and it's effectively pointless. So if you have it instead where there's obvious gaps, you can put machine guns in front of those gaps and create a kill funnel. I have played an unnecessary amount of strategy games.
The engineer has a blowtorch in their loadout that can be used to repair damaged vehicles. Let's approach the nearby tank and help it out. Other engineers can assist in order to speed up repair time.
I do not like that you have to stay still for it. Like, if the movement speed could be slowed down to an arena you can't exactly, like, run around to active blowtorch, that'd be good. But... Alright. Satchel charge.
As an engineer, you're also able to destroy enemy structures. You can interact with them or go for the more explosive option and use a satchel charge. To start, let's approach the first barrier and dismantle it.
Alright, okay.
Great
Okay.
job. Now let's move to the marked area and use the satchel charge to destroy the next barrier. When using the satchel, be sure to stand back. It has a large explosive radius.
Okay, I can't toss it. Snap on, shift. That poor tank. "30 seconds, huh? You don't got a stopwatch?" Oh, there we go.
Congratulations. This concludes your training.
Woo! Woohoo! Yes. If you put me in another fucking another role, I'm gonna lose my mind. I understand how some of the basics of each role.
Welcome to Grenadier and Machine Gunner training.
Who the fuck are
There are a
you?
myriad of vehicles you'll come across on
Who-
the battlefield.
where'd the other
and
guy
some
go?
roles are designed to help take them out.
Who the fuck
We're
are
starting
you?
with the Grenadier,
What?
a role that has access to explosive weaponry that can disrupt and destroy enemy armor and light vehicles.
Did the last guy go on break? What? Okay, cool. Alright, new person. Female voice actor this time. Sure.
Equip the RPG to take down the tank ahead.
Where?
It's
Where?
important to
Where?
consider
Ho-
armor
ho-
thickness
ho-
when aiming your
ho-
attacks. The
ho-
engine compartment at the rear of the tank has the least protection. Disabling the tracks will bring the tank to a crawl. Disabling its turret will weaken its offensive capabilities. Destroying its hull will wipe the tank out completely.
Now, if there's not the ability to do turret toss in this game, I would be, frankly, quite disappointed. If you don't know what turret toss is, essentially, it's mainly for Soviet tanks. If you destroy them in a certain way, the ammo will cook off inside and blow the turret off the hull, creating turret toss. How many fucking RPGs does it take to... Alright, cool. Pop. There we go. No turret toss, though. Disappointing.
Great work.
Oh.
The Grenadier can also place mines that cause massive damage to enemies that trigger them. Let's place an AP mine in the road up ahead.
Oh, okay. That's a very hidden mine. If you're gonna miss a close proximity due to massive direction of damage, need to take mine.
Now it's time to learn a new role.
Okay.
Please redeploy and select the machine gun.
Already on it. 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Jesus. Machine gunner. Yep. I wonder what the machine gunner
Is
does.
the machine gunner. With access to a deployable MG with a large magazine, the machine gunner is excellent at suppressing the enemy and halting waves of attacks.
Anti-aircraft gun?
First things first.
What?
An enemy boat is nearby and we need to deal with its driver and passengers. Mount your MG for improved accuracy and take them out.
I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. Anti-aircraft gun? Can I commit war crimes with it? Can I? Okay, they'll be looking at the thing at the
MGs
point.
are excellent at suppressing and killing the operators and passengers of lightly armored vehicles like the boat. Suppression blurs enemy vision and improves your chances of taking them out. As an MGA machine gunner, you have access to an AA gun capable of suppressing and destroying enemy helicopters. Use the wrench to place it and the hammer to build it in the highlighted area.
Give me Madushka. Now, if I remember correctly, Dushkas aren't specifically anti-aircraft. They're just really good at punching through, like, materials. So technically, we can use this to fuck up anything. Yeah, the AA gun will be locked depending on the level. That's
Now,
cringe.
enter the AA gun and shoot down the enemy chopper. The AA gun is the most effective at disrupting the helicopter's aerial
Oh
targets.
shit!
Enough
You can't.
concentrated fire will
Okay,
bring one
you can't move
crashing
around.
down.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about the fact that you have to move around with your WASD keys. I don't know how I feel about that. Anyways. Oh, third person. What? Third person? It picks it back up. It just needs to give it a little lie down, you know.
Well done. You have
Yeah, bro. I need to set
successfully
this
completed
ammo
your
back box down, man. Dumb. I don't know how I feel about the WASD movement for aiming. That's a bit weird. That's a bit weird. I don't know how I feel about that, but we'll move on. I mean, I guess it makes it a lot harder to use it against anything that isn't an aircraft, but it also make it harder against using an aircraft. I don't know. It's weird. That's a weird design choice. And I do think that it'll probably revert it back to being like mouse aiming like usual, because that's
Welcome to
obtuse.
Recon Training. The Recon Squad comprises of 2 roles, Spotter and Sniper. It's Recon's job to relay enemy sightings, neutralize threats, and disrupt enemy movements and resources behind enemy lines. Let's get started. Move to the marked location.
I love how only the first tutorial wasn't on the US team. Every single one other than that was on the NVA team.
You're playing the Spotter, the acting leader of the Recon Squad. Let's start by placing an outpost. To do this, equip the field pad and place the outpost inside
Why?
the designated area.
Here's the thing I'm noticing. Why are all the outposts, like, place markers in a tutorial in open fields? This is the worst place to put an outpost. Put it in the bushes! Right there! Like, ideally, if you're placing an outpost, place it in bushes so it's harder to see from a distance and then harder to find if you're actually trying to knock it out. Because yes, well, if you're close enough to an outpost, it'll stop being able to spawn. Don't put it in a fucking field! Because that is the most obvious place to look. Oh, where's the outpost? I can see it out there in the fucking field, because Jerry left it
your
there.
squad when redeploying. Outposts placed by Recon squads are the only type of outpost that can be
Don't
placed
place your
in locked
fucking
enemy
outpost in the
territory.
field. That's so dumb. Don't do that. That's bad.
Enemy forces have been spotted across the river. Move to the next marked location overlooking the bridge. Let's pinpoint where the enemy forces are located. Equip your flare gun. Aim and fire above the marked location. Good shot. Now open your tactical map and observe the flare's circular radius and the enemy positions that have been detected.
Does this flare light up at night?
Equip your binoculars and mark
Does it light up at
enemies
night? That
with the
would be-
correct non-verbal markers. Keep a lookout for enemy infantry, tank, and garrison targets.
Alright, I need to do the proper marking. Garrison, infantry, tank, scarecrow.
Well done.
Cool.
Now it's time to learn how to play as the sniper. In a battle scenario, you would be joined by another team member playing as the sniper, but this is training, so let's teach you the basics of playing sniper as well. First, we need to redeploy. Select the sniper role and then deploy on the outpost we placed down earlier.
Regularly, in Let Loose proper, I never actually played sniper role too much because usually
You're
more
now
often than
in
not
the
the outpost
sniper
role
role.
was blocked.
Follow orders from the spotter and use your sniper rifle to spot and eliminate enemy threats. Move back to the vantage point.
Trying to adjust my mouse DPI settings so I can actually have a sniping mouse. There we go. So,
Now, neutralize all the enemy targets we spotted earlier. Aim down the sight and steady your aim before taking a shot. You must stop aiming down the sight to cycle the bolt between shots. So, take your time and be precise.
Two. We're scanning. The tank's gone. Scarecrow. Where'd the tank go?
Well done. You have successfully completed recon training.
Are you just not going to mention the fact that the fucking tank is gone? Okay. Sweet. Disappearing tanks. Great trick. Just one little trick, make that tank disappear. Where'd it go? You don't know.
Welcome to mortar training. The mortar squad is made up of the observer, the support, and the gunner roles. You are the gunner, a key role of your squad. You have access to a wrench and hammer you can use to build the mortar. Let's start by building the mortar. The mortar is a powerful offensive weapon with a lot of range, but it's important you set it up in a good location where you're out of enemy sights and able to reach your targets.
Pink, pong, ping, pong, pong, ping, ping. It's a provided requirement. Area effect and cover large section. 140. Aim on the load of fire.
Now, let's redeploy as the observer where we can use the flare to scout for enemies for the squad. You are now the observer, leader of your squad. It's your job to locate enemies and provide effective communication and targets to your team. Let's locate some enemies. Equip your flare gun and aim towards the marker.
Huh. If you ever played Team Fortress 2, that flare gun's very familiar. That's, the detonator, I think? So, damn, you can't aim for shit with this.
Good job. Using your tactical map, you can see where the enemies are located.
I can also use my eyes to see, because, yeah, look, there's a bunch of fucking enemies
Now,
out there.
let's enter the aimer seat. Here, you can line up the scope with the target and use the metric conversion chart to find the correct elevation.
150 meters. Oh, shit. Alright, 150 meters, 175 meters is 67 degrees. Ah. Wonderful. That's about close as we can get. Switch seats. Ooh.
Another marker has come in for us to target. Let's readjust and keep going.
50, 55. The thing I wish it did is that when you fired the mortar, he would drop the mortar shell in and then like quickly turn away. Because what you do, you don't just stand there staring at the mortar as it fires. It's gonna blow hot gas in your face. You want to put the mortar in, let it drop, and then turn away and cover your ears so you don't go deaf as well. Instead, he just stares at it.
Well done. You have successfully completed mortar training.
Wow. Intuitive. When do I get to fly a helicopter? Stop edging me. I want to fly a helicopter. Sabotage. Huh. Commander training.
Welcome to Commander Training. It is your job to lead your team to victory by organising squads, placing spawns, and using resources to control the battlefield. Let's start by learning about Commander abilities.
Yes.
All of the Commander abilities can be found within the tactical map. They will depend on cooldowns and the available resources on the map, which is why it's important to have your squads build resource nodes.
Briefing run. Supply job.
Resource nodes are important tools that generate materials for the commander, which can then be used to support the wider team through commander abilities. There are 3 types of nodes: manpower, munitions, and fuel. Up to 3 sets of each can be built, and this can only be done by an engineer. Coordinating with your team is vital to get the necessary resources flowing across the battlefield.
Vector snow points under friendly sector for 2 minutes. Courage. Okay. Fuel power. USA supply truck. Transport helicopter. Supply drop helicopter. Patton. PBR boat. Manpower and munitions. Okay. What?
The blue dots, or blueberries, are your friendly teammates. Besides them are the nodes and their respective icons. The circle around each node shows its area of effect, and is useful when placing them as a set of nodes, which provide more buffs when placed in proximity of one another. Once enough resources are generated, commander abilities can then be selected from the list and placed across the map. It helps to keep an eye on the territory ownership and the grid while placing them, as not all placements are valid. To start, let's call in a supply truck at the HQ for your team.
Truck.
Good job. The supply truck can be used to carry a large quantity of supplies from headquarters to the front lines, and can make multiple drops at a time. Returning it to a resupply station will restock it. Now, let's call in the supply drop. Great job. The supply drop is a great way of getting supplies quickly across the battlefield, and can be utilised by your team to get a wide network of spawns and structures set up. They can be used as many times as you need, respective of the cooldown between uses. Supplies are on the way. Let's place down a marker to let our team know and request they build a garrison there.
Build garrison, yes.
Now, let's focus on attacking the enemy point. By using the recon ability, we can scout ahead to the next capture point to see what enemies await us. The ability covers an entire strip of the battlefield, and within that, you will see a snapshot of both enemy infantry and vehicle locations.
You can see it? Oh, yes we do. Look at the little guy! Look at it! Oh my god, it's just a little guy! I mean, it's probably the size of like a truck, but...
Now we can see enemies on a tactical map. Let's call in a napalm strike to clear out the point. The napalm strike does massive damage across a wide area. but will harm friendlies as well as enemies, so use it wisely.
Do we get to see an napalm on the map? Do we get to see an napalm on the map?
Our territory is under attack. Let's place a defend marker on the friendly point to let our team know. Use the reinforced ability on the point to support our troops. This will bolster our team's presence on the ground and help us fight off the enemy. We are reclaiming our territory from the enemy. Let's return to capturing enemy territory. Place an attack marker over the enemy hard cap to let our team know where to go next.
Okay. Not sure if I'd be able to be playing the commander
Now
role
let's
because I
use
don't
an
have the
artillery strike to
responsibility.
blast the enemy point before our team advances. The artillery strike is another offensive ability that does a wide area of damage in multiple rounds. It costs less munitions to use than the napalm strike.
I'm gonna be honest, I think people were using the napalm strike. That's just cool. Wish I saw it in person though instead of over the fucking map.
Excellent. We're taking the point from the enemy. Well done. You've successfully completed commander training.
Yippee. Get a bit tired of these tutorials, but I'm holding out hope for that helicopter tutorial. It'll save it. It will save everything. These upcoming tutorials aren't like some kind of vehicle tutorial. I'm gonna lose my shit.
Welcome
Okay.
to armor training.
Not as bad.
Enter the tank and start the engine. The driver is responsible for getting the tank into the fight. Manually shift through the gears for precise control and speed over the vehicle. Maneuver your crew around the battlefield and get the better of the enemy. Start by getting familiar with the 4 forward gears and the single reverse gear. When you're ready, drive to the marked location.
Oh. Okay. You can't just... I don't know. You have to click left and right to look between them. You can't, like, smoothly, like... I don't know about that. I mean, yeah. The dirt on the visor is a bit irritating. Or, like, the glass, I guess? Well, I don't know what this is, but I wish it wasn't there.
Stop here. Observe close to the road the resupply and repair stations.
Where?
When within radius, any damage sustained to the tank will be repaired and replenished with ammo and supplies.
I can't fucking see.
Now,
I can't
drive
see
to
with the
next
dirt.
marked location.
Alright, cool. Move.
You are approaching a shallow crossing. A shallow crossing is a safe section of river that's shallow enough for vehicles to cross. Keep an eye out for these when there are no bridges.
Look at this. Ah, it's so crunchy too. Why is it so strong?
Stop here. Now, switch to the commander seat to continue. The periscope operator acts as the eyes of the squad, typically reserved for the tank
Why
commander.
is it so strong?
Use the periscope to help direct the tank's every move. Maximize your situational awareness using the periscope's 360-degree view. Watch your flanks, spot the enemy infantry and armor, and mark any nearby threats for your team. Try marking some nearby enemies.
There's one missing. Where is it? You? No. Where the fuck is this last guy? Oh.
Watch out.
Ow! Shit.
We've just been hit by incoming fire. Enable the smoke screen to conceal our position from the enemy. Exit the tank and equip your blowtorch to repair the damage. Tank damage can occur in several ways, and the specific location of the damage can result in losing mobility and combat effectiveness. Damaged tracks will impact gear shifting, slowing it down. Engine damage will immobilize the tank from moving and turning. Turret damage will limit the rotational speed, and extensive damage to the hull will cause the tank to explode. Well done. The tank is repaired. Enter the tank and switch to the gunner's seat. The gunner's sole responsibility is taking out the opposition, making use of the various shells at your disposal to destroy the enemy armor and groups of infantry. Let's start by using the coaxial machine gun on nearby enemies. It's very effective at suppressing and neutralizing enemy soldiers.
Oh no! What? No! Get it, but no! As always, the right direction takes precedence over left.
Now, drive to the next marked location. Always use lower gears when driving good steep terrain. Stop here. Enemy vehicles spotted. Use armor-piercing and high-explosive rounds to take them out. Use armor-piercing rounds on heavily armored vehicles, like this enemy tank. Aim for the hull beneath the turret, or the engine at the back to deal the most damage. High-explosive rounds are ineffective against armored vehicles, but are lethal against light enemy vehicles. Well done. You have successfully completed armor training.
Do we get to fly a helicopter next? Give me the helicopter, damn it! It's all I need! It's all I'm here for. I spent an hour just playing the fucking tutorial.
Welcome to boat training.
Fuck!
Enter the boat and start the engine.
I want you to drive your fucking boats! I want to drive a helicopter! I want to fly a helicopter! What the fuck? Fine! Boats! Sure. Ah.
There are 3 seats in the boat. The driver, front gunner and rear gunner. To operate the boat and turn the engine on, we need to be in the driver's seat. Use the controls on screen and pilot the boat to the marked location. Now, let's dock the boat here. Pull the boat up to the dock and switch the engine off. Now the engine is off, both you and your team can spawn on the boat. On your tactical map, this is indicated by a green icon.
Okay.
Right, now follow the river upstream to the next move marker. Stop the boat here. Turn the engine off to use the anchor and keep the boat stationary. Let's switch to a gunner seat and light up some targets. If you face returning fire, duck to make yourself a smaller target.
Why am I turning? What? Okay. Do you see that? What? My hands are off the mouse and keyboard. What is that? Okay. Why can you aim this one with your mouse, not the AA gun?
Alright, let's move on to supply drops. Head over to the next move mark.
What? Oh, you gotta move. Okay. Can you knock down bridges with the boat? I don't think they implemented something like that. No, there's not. It's not a hell of a loose idea to implement destructible terrain.
Time to drop supplies. Move to the highlighted area and make the drop. These supplies can be used by unit leaders to place spawn points, and engineers can use them to build resource nodes and defensive structures. Now drop the next set of supplies wherever you think is best. In a real combat scenario, choosing the right spot can make all the difference for your squad.
Where do the markers? Depends on where the team is. If the team's coming from the left, you place on like A or A, B here. But if it's coming from the right, you got to place it at the C area here. spit out in the open.
Nicely done. Now follow the river upstream back to where you started.
Doing a 3-point turn in a damn boat. Because upstream is actually downstream, because I'm looking away. Don't beach, don't beach, don't beach. Okay. No, don't beach it. Building these boats with anti-rock technology. Like the Cybertruck. No, no, no. No, 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 no. What was that? I'm not good at driving these boats.
Observe close to the dock, resupply and repair station. When you're in range, damage taken will be repaired, and ammunition and supplies will be replenished.
Okay. Sweet.
Switch off the engine to complete your training.
Give me the helicopter or give me death.
Welcome to Helicopter.
Yes!
The helicopter squad is composed of the logistics officer and the pilot.
Yes!
It is your job to work together to provide air support, transport, and supplies to your team across the battlefield. Let's start by getting in the pilot seat and turning the engine on.
Let me in, let me in, let me in, let me in, let me in. It has this stupid fucking dirt effect, though. Is this, it ought to be like, decrease, this is way too intense.
We are now airborne. Let's get familiar with the 3 primary helicopter rotations.
What's...
Pitch, roll, and yaw.
What is yaw? Oh, that... that's weird. Okay.
Now, let's follow the course and hit all the checkpoints to get used to flying.
Okay. Gonna have to rebind that real fucking quick. I don't like that. Lower.
Well done. Now, let's try landing in that field over there. Take your time. Adjust your forward and backward pitch to start hovering over the landing area. Then, slowly lower the collective to decrease altitude.
Ah, we landed! We landed!
Let's drop
Perfect!
some supplies. Switch to the co-pilot seat and follow the controls on screen.
Okay, what?
The supplies we've just dropped can be used by the team to place garrisons and defenses. Let's return to the helipad to get some more supplies. Let's land the helicopter on a helipad and turn the engine off. You cannot gain the benefits of the helipad.
I'm pressing
while the
Q out of
engine is on.
instinct because of other fucking games. Other fucking games have me press Q to like pitch, and I'm pressing Q and it's not fucking doing it. I'm getting confused. Nope, wrong button. This control scheme is fucking with me, Chief. Fine, I'll do it the boring and slow way. Yeah, there we go.
Helipads have the function of resupplying the helicopter when it has run out of supplies, and repairing the helicopter if it is damaged.
Not gonna lie, that first
So
time we
it is
landed, we should have
important to
absolutely
utilize them
crashed.
as often as you need. Now that we're resupplied, let's move to the next location and drop more supplies.
Woo! That's close. Oh, clean! Fuck yeah! That's what I want to do. That was fucking clean. Yes! Oh, that a squad gameplay played is paying off now. Holy.
Great job. Now let's redeploy next to a transport helicopter. Stationary helicopters on helipads and HQs can be used as a spawn point.
You know, redeploying in a helicopter in enemy territory is a very bad idea, but I am not sure if the enemy can just take helicopters.
The transport helicopter is used primarily to transport squads quickly across the battlefield. They are equipped with 2 machine guns and recon flares. Enter the co-pilot seat, where you will learn how to use the recon ability.
Huh?
The helicopter will now take off automatically and remain in a hover state.
Okay. Not gonna lie, I know everyone and their mother's gonna want to play a helicopter, but I want to play a helicopter too.
Now, fire the flare to detect enemies below. Well done. Now, open your tactical map and observe the flare radius and the enemy positions that have been detected.
There's no diamonds or enemy tanks, enemy armor, vehicles.
Now switch
That's
to a gunner seat
right.
and neutralize the nearby ground enemies.
ya! You gave me a gun! Alright. We're done. After an hour of tutorials, we're done. Woo! Shit, now I gotta actually play the game. Fuck. What's barracks do? What do we got?
Following service in 2 World Wars and the Korean War, the 45 caliber M19
Royal Armories! Jonah Ferguson! It's the guy!
chambering the small caliber high velocity
It's the
5.56
guy!
millimeter round.
Ha 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 ha! Oh, there's a weight mechanic. Okay. Okay. Huh. Grenades.
The M61 was a variation of the M26A1 grenade.
Okay. And you can customize your uniform eventually? Yep. Rifleman too, we got pilot. Utility, smoke, lethal, bandage. Alright. Let's get to work. Alright, we gotta find one that's not in a massive queue. Alright. In Q4. Alright, well that goes. Oh, okay. Wait a minute, doesn't mean every... Oh, okay, so every class can have a sidearm now. That's good. That's cheeky.
The Type 67 grenade was supplied by China in large numbers to the People's Army of Vietnam during the Vietnam War. Although the NVA used many
Weight points. Huh. Joining. Damn it! 1 of 3. But now we only got 1 helicopter. Let's shit, not a lot of other roles. No, of course we're gonna lock squads. I want to just make my own squad. Shit. Alright, you. Give me a frag, and give me the smoke.
Marked as well.
Alright. Good for a roll. Do we have... Okay, we have a transport helicopter, and we have... What's our helicopter doing? Actively moving back. We don't really need 2 transport. Do we have a logistics helicopter? Nice.
Yeah, there's got to be a garrison or something there. Trickling in from up.
Situation on the ground. Alright. What kind of helicopter are you? Ah, you're a transport. We are Baker Squad.
We need a gunner in this tank.
Actually, hold on. Let's... Let's actually redeploy and choose a different squad. We're not gonna do a solo helicopter. I already got a helicopter smash. We can do it next. Just one time. Yeah, I know. Not good to redeploy, but I need to do it.
H, you want me to put some supplies up there for you?
Sure.
On your mark, coming in.
Unit management. Let's join the GAT. Yeah, let's go infantry first off. Of all the classes, we never got a medic training class. That's a bit wild. Do we have... Are they gonna put a garrison up there? I think H is going to be building a, garrison. Maybe. Yeah, fuck it. Let's just,
Hello?
Howdy, howdy. You can see the chug in here. Alright. Yes, and the medic. The medic is over the allied of silver, the medic of forces. We're going to stop bleeding using advantages. But for morphine advantages, learn more. 6. Revive. Hammer. Ooh, this is... Oh, I don't know about this one, man. You know what? For the sake of actually being able to play the game, let's just chug everything back down to medium. Fingers crossed. Improves frame rate somewhat? No. No. Fuck it. Chuck it down low.